r/AskReddit what is socially acceptable to do online, but not in real life. 90% of YouTube comments. It's been years since I've read through YouTube comments. They are a surefire way to lose brain cells because everyone leaving them are either small children or people that don't understand the language they are typing in. Anybody LZH3R Rebecca USEOFU/Passion Rams commentee. Many of which are the same thing repeated over and over and over. Talk to someone without your pants on. You never had a sleepover with the boys where you talked about the meaning of life in your underwear? Wait, that's bad? Wait 3 hours to respond when you already heard what they said. Yeah, right, no, I hate that. Or more or less randomly the day after. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your message until now. Or wait approximately this long to respond. I mean, why would anyone do that? You know what you're gonna say, just run with it. Stare dead ahead for minutes on end while trying to think of a good comeback. If you do this in real life, people will just assume you're on the spectrum. Don't ask me how I know. I actually found the German phrase for that just this morning. Goes sure, stares like a goat. I really want/need to learn more German now. There is so much I'm missing. Give yourself a random nickname and expect people to refer to you as such. Just to clarify, I'm referring to the more inappropriate ones that are almost guaranteed to be censored, not stuff like puppy lover or one_punch_fan. Also putting numbers in your name, because Christ, that's a lot of numbers, bro. Edit just so we're clear, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not being a dick because of Ops username. Just wanted to clarify that. Thank you for your blood donation today, sir. We'll need to take down your name. It's a legal requirement, of course. It's XPOO55Y69S14 alright. And how do you spell that? Here, let me just write it out for you, so you have it in the system. Great. And is it alright if I call you Slayer? No, I prefer the full alphanumeric name. Friends and family are allowed to drop the numbers. This is actually popular to do in fighting game culture. We go to in-person tournaments almost exclusively and refer to each other by self-created tags. I mean, there's no particular reason why you can't do this in real life if you've just moved to a new area. If you introduce yourself by a nickname, people will just call you that. I worked with one of my best friends since high school, and we'd game every night after work. One day at work, I called his name 5 or 6 times and he never responded. Then I called him by his Murtak, and he responded immediately. I started out clear back in 1998 as Angel. Met tons of people offline who never use my real name, now that we know each other. They say it fits me better. Even my boyfriend calls me Angel. Yeah. Online I'm Waffle, but that would be super weird IRL to have people call me Waffle. IRL, I picked out a new name for myself and everyone uses that instead of my legal name. How is that different? Is mine a good expamal? You shall now refer to me as X-Ultimate Schmoopekins XX. That's how biker gangs work. I've been using my nickname on every game, and friends who know me through this game in real life call me as such. Really? Little kid lover. Watch strangers have sex. I better get out my neighbor's bedroom cause this is news to me. Says you. The Normandy is basically one big sex party at this point. Teabag defeated foes. Imagine a Frenchman doing that in some trench in WW1 and getting us fucked by a pickle hog. Oh. Better cancel that chess game with Grandad. I remember play a game, if COD 4 and one person was talking trash. He was like 7 or 8 I think. Of course he managed to kill me while I was on a kill streak point, so I respawn AMD put the airstrike on the location where I died. Turns out he tried to teabag my character and died without being able to. He got so mad that he threw his controlled, and they heard him crying about breaking his TV. When shopping, put loads of items in my basket then just leave them there if I change my mind. This happens in real life fairly often. As a retail worker, F the people who do this. Companies still bug you though, if they know your email address. We see you have stuff left in your cart, come back. Scream obscenities at children. Have children scream obscenities at you. Won't stop me from doing it. You should tell my neighbors this. Reduce people's entire identity down to one thing they've said. Talk about masturbation nonchalantly with strangers. True. Now I'll talk to anyone about it except my family. I fapped to this. I was just seeking feedback on technique. No reason to interrupt your whole sermon. Chatting using GIFs. If I started showing someone a random picture in response to a real life conversation, it would just go downhill from there. Follow people you don't know. Saying lol or mfeo in real life or any other like terms. I used to say LMAO ironically until it became part of my standard language. Today I learned I'm unacceptable IRL. I hope I'm not alone in this, but saying hashtag aloud, even ironically, is infinitely cringy. Hashtag blessed. I say LMAO, pronounced LMAO not LMAO, out of pure irony. This hits close to home right here. I know several people who say lol in real life, and one who says LMAO. They are all rather sane. This is how words are born, I suppose. Poke people. Like people's comments. Give out random awards. Using haha and lol in the same sentence. Haha, I never do that, but I know some people who do, and they look really dumb lol. Talk to anyone other than my cats and partner. Talking about how much I want to die. Depends on your friend group LMAO. Reply to any conversation you can. If someone says something funny, giggle to yourself, and give them gold without saying a word. Leave. Argue with strangers about crap that doesn't matter. Help a random 12-year-old. Wait, is that legal now? /s. Constantly correct people on technicalities. Do that IRL, and you'll quickly end up with no friends. Technically, if you make it seem like a joke instead of a correction, you might still end up with no friends. I have friends. This really depends on your line of work. I can say whatever I want. Oh wait, I live in Russia. Tell the same dumb jokes over and over again. Fuck, what's popping shit, I'm doing it again. Tell that to dads. Oops. Say the N-word. Nipples. Depends on what organizations you're in. Saying stuff like LMAO and lol, also emojis and shit. How do you say emojis in real life? Do you say crying emoji or smiling emoji with sunglasses? A /s/l. Do people still do this? Age, sex, location? Go into someone's photo albums and look through just to find the sexy bikini photos. Push your opinion on other people. God, I wish this was only online. That's not accepted online either. People find it just as annoying. Agree with Russian propaganda. People are so rude, the anonymity allows them to act on their darkest impulses with little danger of retribution. Once the negative tone of an interaction gets set, or those dark triad personality types become emboldened like sharks in bloody water, it's truly disgusting to see how we really are as a species, superficial. OF off jokes BTW, don't take offense. Hey, go F yourself /s. Anything on TikTok. Being a douche. Calling someone the N-word. Not really acceptable either way, but a 13-year COD player would think otherwise. Masturbation. Shop naked. Literally any crime. Real life committing fraud is illegal. Online fraud is just like, oh well, be more careful next time. Seriously. Online you can sell people fake medicine, get them to send you money, or even get them to give you their password. Basically none of that is treated like a crime. Real life, someone coming into your house and locking down all your stuff, demanding $10k or you will never get it back. Crime, do it with their computer files and it's NBD. Pretend to be somebody else. Crime, make a Facebook and pretend to be them, all in good fun. Also literally anything is allowed if people trick you to agree to it. Imagine if real life was like that. This guy burned down my house. Yeah, but he told you beforehand he was going to do that and you said okay. So he's free to go, even things like stalking. If I break into someone's phone and look at their private nude photos it is basically fine, but if I look through their window in real life it is jail time. Imagine if I followed a person around and recorded everything they did on camera, recorded everything they said. Imagine I sat in their house recording them all day every day. And then sold the information I got from doing that. Google, Amazon, Facebook and others all do this all the time. But imagine if a guy literally did it to you in real life. One of the worst is hate crimes. There are entire communities online basically high-diving each other for fantasizing/strategizing about this stuff. One of the biggest problems in our world today is that at some point in the 90s or so, our governments decided the digital world magically doesn't count. It's been a runaway for Sturkluck ever since. Basically everything you said is illegal online as well. It is just harder to prove who did it. You're describing crimes. You know a kid went to prison for the fappening, right? Trash talk a 12-year-old. Shooting people in the face. Disagree with someone's opinion. Say ow in real life. In fact, don't do that online either. Just being generally offensive. Replying about 49 minutes later. Be a troll. Get really hurt by a complete stranger when they are talking to someone else and go on a really long rant and say you're an asshole in all seriousness. Mocking dead people. Asking someone their ASL. Personal role playing. Trolling. Whack ass nicknames and expecting people to call you by specified nickname. Showing parts of your genitalia to people you barely know. Shitpost. Oversharing. All those edgy ass teens who say the word because they think it's funny. Seriously, if they say that crap viral they'd get their crap rushed. Tell people your real opinion about issues. Some very bluntly. Talk with the people when and sit on the toilet. Leave a social scenario to jerk off and then come back like nothing happened. To be rude and be silly. Rate literally anything with random strangers you got to know 5 minutes earlier, not onto when someone asks you something. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more. See you next time.